It has taken more than 25 years for me to fully comprehend a conclusion that I never wanted to reach, namely, that there is an organized war against the price of silver that has come to include the US government. I think the US government involvement came into being almost accidentally, but even if it was an accident of sorts, that does not diminish the serious nature of what must be described as illegal activity at the highest levels. I am conflicted between feelings of sadness and outrage. These are the words of Ted Butler. When it comes to price manipulation, no man on earth has dedicated as much time and has been as vocal as Ted Butler. I've been covering his work on this channel for 6 years now. As I looked back, in my earliest video covering Ted was in 2019, and he passed away last year. But believe it or not, he was still publishing his findings until he passed. As you can see, some of the articles he published were in 2024. He dedicated his entire life to exposing the illegal activity going on behind the scenes of the COMEX, and his work cannot be replicated, not even close. And that's why I feel obligated to share his findings, because what he says will change everything, especially comparing dates to what he's predicted and what's already been unfolding in real time. Alright folks, you are all in for a treat today. Please like this video, leave a comment, watch till the end, share it, because not only does this information that Ted Butler exposed need to get out, but it took me like 2 hours putting this together, and you'll see why. I had to dig deep. I even found a letter that Ted Butler sent to the Attorney General of Washington, D.C. He sent a letter to the Attorney General talking about silver price manipulation. And this was in 1989. It's insane. We're going to cover this article as well. My favorite articles that he's posted, some of his best work. This one was posted September 22nd, 2023, The Bonfire of the Silver Shorts. Another one I really like is The Next Silver Run to $50 and Beyond. And he has another one actually called Eyes Wide Shut I really like. His work is so epic and iconic that it's like they're like movie scenes. Like, he's posted so much, it's like if you're a Ted Butler fan, you'd be like, what's your favorite piece he's posted? Be like, oh, Eyes Wide Shut. Look at all these different ones he's posted. Silver and Gold Locked and Loaded. This was posted just a couple months before he passed. This one is from February 6th, 24. Silver, Big New Development. Silver Price Forces at Play, No Let Up. This one's An Answer Long Overdue. The Bonfire Silver Shorts that we're going to cover. Another stunning OCC report. BlackRock Blink on SLV. Goofy Conclusions from the Silver Institute. There's 9 pages. There's 9 pages of him publishing articles about his work. 9 pages. Look, we'll go back here. The New Law of Supply and Demand, the world's most undervalued asset, the Silver Short Scam Part 2, COMEX Silver Cartel. I mean, he goes deep. He goes very deep into COMEX corruption. So if you would want to check out any of his articles, I will post this link in the description as well, and you can kind of just scroll through and see, you know, what you would want to look into. And you know, he has so many different pieces out here, but I put together some of my favorite, and I read through a whole bunch of them, and the ones that I covered are definitely the ones that I want to talk about the most, that I think are most relevant in today's time, but he has a lot. Now, this one's called The War on Silver, and this is one that I really like. Now, he's very honest with his work. He's very, very honest. He is not one to shy away from being extremely bullish on silver. He is very, very, very bullish on silver. And I mean, rightfully so, if you dedicate your whole life to seeing why silver's manipulated and then, realizing that this manipulation won't be able to exist forever. And once that wall breaks down, then silver's true value coming out would be astronomical. So, anyways, yeah, let's actually. You guys want to read this first, the letter to the Attorney General? Let's do that. Let's start with something first. Oh yeah, and before we jump into this, if you guys want an opportunity to win silver on a monthly basis, every single month on the 31st, you're entered in a silver giveaway. Then go join the Secret Silver Society on Patreon. It is patreon.com/silverslayer, $5 a month. You get a raffle ticket. So every month you have something fun to look forward to, something fun and exciting to look forwards to. And there's like a discussion board on there, like a live chat room with everyone. You can post pictures of your stack, ask questions. I post like early release videos on there. It's just like a Facebook place for silver stackers, more specifically like our community, the Silver Slayer community. It's a lot of fun. Plus, being a member, you have every single month you have a chance to win silver. You pay $5 a month and you have a chance of winning a $50 or $60 coin. So, I mean, and the group is only like 15 people, so your chances of winning are extremely high. So anyways, yeah, patreon.com/silverslayer. Let's look at this article that Ted Butler wrote to the Attorney General April 25th, 1989. I wasn't even born yet. The Honorable Dick Thornburgh, United States Attorney General, Department of Justice, Washington, D.C., and this is 20530. Dear Attorney General Thornburgh, I respectfully request that you look into a matter of national concern. For almost 3 years, I have tried to expose and eliminate, through the proper channels, a massive fraud and manipulation in one of our leading commodity markets. So, by the way, I'm not going to try to pause too much, but he was already, this is just him starting out. For 3 years, he's been doing this, and this is in 1989. He still, till the year he died in 2024, was posting stuff like this. He dedicated, in monthly, by the way, butlerresearch.com is where he had all his postings. Luckily, I found a website that archived every single one of his postings. And that's kind of why this video took so long to put together, is because he has so much work out there. I really wanted to be able to kind of wrap it up in a nice, shiny YouTube video, since there's so much everywhere over the past 30-something years he's been doing this. It takes a while. So please like the video and, just watch till the end for that reason, if, just as a thank you, because I really want to do him justice and to give you guys this information. So now I'll stop branching off and rambling. So this criminal activity has cheated hundreds of thousands of individuals and companies directly, and all U.S. citizens indirectly, as one of our country's most valuable assets is being disposed of by our government at prices that have been fixed artificially low. The price of silver since 1983 has been depressed due to economically unjustified and excessive short sales on the commodity exchange, the COMEX. In all of financial history, we have never witnessed, except in COMEX silver, a total short position that is greater than either the total world stocks, total world annual production, or total world annual consumption. In sanctioning of sales contracts of a commodity which cannot possibly be fulfilled, the COMEX has permitted short sellers of paper silver contracts to illegally set the price of real silver. The very premise on which the futures and option markets exist is to allow the real producers and consumers of a commodity the ability to hedge the price risks normally inherent in their business. Therefore, the total contractual commitment of the derivative futures or options market in any commodity cannot be any bigger that the entire real stocks or real production or real consumption, assuming that every single producer and consumer were hedged. If the total commitment is bigger than what all possible producers or consumers could hedge, then it means that someone other than the real producers and consumers is setting the prices. Alarmingly, on the COMEX, real producers make up only a small fraction of the short position, making the size of the short position even more suspicious and dangerous. Now, I'm not going to go into the entire thing. I will post this as well, but here's another thing. This was him only 3 years into exposing this. Now, as time went on, he found more and more damning evidence of this, right? This is him just breaking the ice. Over time, after all these decades, he was finding even more proof, concrete evidence, hard evidence that this was happening, and even called the JPMorgan employees getting sent to prison before it even happened. Because JPMorgan did get caught manipulating the price, had to pay a $920 million fine. 2 of their employees got sent to prison, another one for racketeering. And like I said, I will post that letter to the Attorney General in the description if you guys want to check it out yourself. It's very long, and for the sake of this video and covering all of his work, I'm going to go to this one now, which we talked about in the introduction, where he's taken him 25 years to fully comprehend a conclusion he never wanted to reach, and that's that there's an organized war against the price, and that includes the U.S. government. So starting around 1985, I became convinced that the price of silver was being manipulated by collusive and concentrated short selling by certain commercial entities around the world's leading precious metals commodity exchange, the COMEX. Having a background in futures trading going back to 1972, it dawned on me that the concentrated and orchestrated short selling was dominating and therefore manipulating the price of silver. The very first thing I did after the discovery was to petition the regulators at the CFTC and the COMEX to alert them to the existence of the most serious market crime possible. My petitions fell on deaf ears, but I continued to petition them through the present, and since this was in the pre-internet era, I was limited in convincing others of the silver manipulation due to distribution restrictions. Communication was very difficult or very different 25 years ago. So he's kind of telling his story, but I want to go down here where more of the conclusion is, since there is just so much work that he's posted. This wasn't posted July 18th, 2012, so we're just kind of going from early stuff to mid, and then we'll go into the later. So this is really, really where you need to understand, though. This is where you need to understand, and this is why I really like Ted Butler's work, because he always gives the whole point of his stuff is this will not last forever. Check this out. More importantly, this war on silver will eventually be decided on the physical metal. Boom, right there. It'll be decided on the physical metal. Even though it is the derivatives world dictating false prices to the actual world of silver presently, it is impossible for that circumstance to exist indefinitely. That's what I'm talking about. It cannot exist forever. Paper can overwhelm physical only as long as there's enough physical to silver to go around. The point at which the current tight supply situation in silver slips into the slightest shortage, additional paper short sales won't satisfy new buyers of physical silver. That's not a theoretical discussion for silver any longer, as it had been prior to April 2011. For years, it was thought that there would always be a sufficient amount of silver available, given the large world supplies thought to exist. Keyword thought. But shortages were starting to come into place last year, which accounted for the run to near 50, right? He wrote this in 2012, so last year he saw 50. Yes, the deliberate price smash on May 1st, 2011 broke both the silver price and budding shortage, but it would have easily gone the other way. And if it did, we would now be looking away at the price, way down at the price of 50 to reemerge. The conditions that existed in spring of 2011 are now more likely to appear again than not. So what is unfortunate not to have the CFTC as an ally in the fight against silver manipulation, that there was previous support from the agency. So the war on silver is real and ongoing. Because it has lasted so long, it may feel like a war without an end, but because the warmongers appear so powerful and well connected, it may feel like they are invincible. But the feelings do not always project fact. The fact is that silver manipulators have been in retreat. This can be seen in overall rising price and the fact that previous silver short kingpins like Drexel, AIG, Bear Stearns have truly bit the dust. This war on silver is coming to an end, and when it does, the wisdom of owning silver will become obvious. Lastly, it never hurts to let the regulators know what type of job they are doing. Ted Butler, July 18th, 2012. Now, there's so much, and this video is actually really long. So, I'm going to maybe just highlight a little more of his stuff. Let's check out this. So, furthermore, since there is no way on planet Earth can those collectively short way more than 1 billion ounces of silver derivatives hope to ever require the physical silver necessary to close out their short positions by actual delivery, that leaves only the buyback on various markets of open short positions as a solution for closing out the massive amounts of shorts. While we wait the answers to these questions, it would seem quite dangerous and ill-advised to short silver in the interim. This is probably my favorite one that he's covered. I covered this article before on my channel, but this is a really good one. I highly recommend you check this out. I really do. And this one was written in 2018. This was around the time I started to find his work and understand why silver is being suppressed. So anyways, yeah, folks, this video is very long, so I'm going to wrap it up here. But please continue to check out his stuff, or maybe I'll do a part 2. Maybe I should do a part 2 of this. If you guys want to see a part 2, I would go into his other articles I really liked as well. Just because there's so much work. Obviously, he's been doing this for over 30 years, so there's a lot that he's uncovered. I didn't really get to touch the stuff that the stuff that he's exposed. But anyways, yeah, I really do appreciate you for sticking around through the entire video. That really does help the video because audience retention time is important. Please leave a comment. If you want to join the Secret Silver Society, patreon.com/silverslayer. And you'll have a raffle ticket every single month. One of the members wins silver. Go introduce yourself in the chat. Say hi. Maybe share your favorite type of silver. Share your favorite coin or your favorite bar or whatever. Just introduce yourself. Everyone's super nice. And yeah, you always have something to look forward to, since every single month on the 31st, we're doing a giveaway. So you always got something fun to look forward to. It's kind of why I want to make it that way. Because, silver stacking should be fun at the end of the day, especially if you win some for free. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace. From now on, every single month on the 31st, you have a chance to win silver, a continuous silver giveaway. Well, if you become a member of the Secret Silver Society on my Patreon, you have that opportunity. So every single month, you have something exciting to look forward to, which would be winning silver. On top of that, you'll have access to a live chat room with other silver stackers where you can post pictures and chat, just hang out with everyone, and have early access to my videos along with supporting me. If this is something you'd like to do, then come join my Patreon. It's patreon.com/silverslayer. Upon joining, you'll be given a monthly raffle ticket and instant access to that chat room. Go introduce yourself. Everyone is super nice, and it's more personal and intimate than a YouTube comment section. Folks, I'm so excited to announce that I've partnered with American medical experts whose purpose is helping veterans get the medical benefits that they truly deserve. Over 17 million veterans aren't receiving their full benefits, and if this is you or someone you know, then act now. American medical experts are offering free consultations through our med team to see how we can help. The med team offers board-certified doctors who have experience working with the VA, comprehensive comprehensive medical evidence for services like mental health as well. Some of these include your Nexus letter, your DBQs, your TDIUs, your AAs, and more. I want to personally thank American medical experts for helping veterans, but also giving me an opportunity to help veterans as well. Click the link in the description or the pinned comment to get a free consultation through our med team. Thank you so much for listening, and God bless.